everyone. Hope all are doing fine and safe at home. Today we are going to meet a very special guest, Bhagyashree Satish. She is my childhood friend and I know her. She's just not a friend, we are family friends now. Uh, they know all of my family and I know everybody in their family. So it's really good. She's a classical dancer right from her childhood. She's got a passion for dancing. So I not only dance, she has got a lot of interest in arts and very creative, very innovative. So I wanted to learn more about her experience. I wanted everyone to take this opportunity to learn more. So let us, without any delay, let us straight away go for the interview session. And I would like to thank Rajesh to accept this notice. I mean, he is going to do the interview today. To accept my request within this short notice. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Rajesh, because whatever recording we did, my audio didn't come. So thank you so much, Rajesh, for being patient and arranging for this session. And guys, I am. Let's not wait for lockdown to meet virtually, because earlier we met in the first lockdown. Now we are meeting during the second lockdown. Let's not wait for meeting for the lockdown. And once this lockdown gets over, let's meet personally. Let's meet everyone personally. And yes, here we go straight away for to over to you, Rajesh. Thank you so much.
So, hello everybody, and today we have privilege. I am privileged to speak to a guest of guest for the interview. Uh, it's a first for me because I've never interviewed or spoken to a celebrity, and this is an honor, a privilege, or whatever you call it. And uh, this is one lady I really look up to in our group. Talented. I mean, I've always been fascinated with people who have inclination towards art or expert. And thank you for this opportunity. And let me introduce Bhagyashree Satish. Bhagya is. I mean, I will not dilute the whole thing by introducing her. So why don't you introduce yourself, Bhagya? All about you. I mean, in the sense, uh, uh, I mean, we know much, the group know much more about you, but then the kind of performance you do and something different which we don't know about you, about your dance form.
Okay, so hello everybody. I'm Bhagyashree Satish. I live in Chennai. I'm a dancer, choreographer, and homemaker too. So first, I'd like to thank Purnima, my very old friend, maybe my first friend in Chennai after I shifted to Chennai, one of the first batch of friends, who's never expected any kind of rules and regulations in a friendship. You might, so that's one kind of friendship myself and Purnima have. So I love her the most because of her nature. So that's why I joined this group, and I saw most of them like her. I think most of her friends seem to be like her. So I thank everybody to have accepted me as your friend in your group. And about myself, I'm from Kerala and now settled in Chennai. I did learn Bharatanatyam, Mohiniyattam, Kuchipudi, and have performed Odissi, Manipuri, Nagaland dance, and basically Indian classicals, many. And also, when I was young, I have done Scottish dance and jive and everything. Nothing. I don't think I have missed out any form of dances when I was young, at least. So, other than and now I'm teaching for all age groups, like kids to ladies to senior citizens till the age group of 83. I have students right now who I cherish a lot because they have come out of their shell and started learning. So that's a small intro in my professional line, and that's it. What else do you want to know?
You know what? There is one thing I always, when a Mallu meets another Mallu, they all ask, and I have to ask it, Malayalia?
ಅದೇ ಅದೇ.
All right. Uh, so it is said that you joined dance at the age of 4. So who prompted you into dance? Was there somebody, you know, or you saw people dancing? What inspired you to start dancing?
I have an elder sister who is almost 8 years older to me, and she was already learning dance at that time. And then I think that must have inspired me. And I was just, my mother says I can never walk. She always complains that I need an eye on my feet because I keep kicking things here and there whenever I walk. So I started at the age of 4 because of that. And I did Marangetram at the age of 8 because probably my sister inspired me a lot.
Great. And 4 is an age, I mean, we hardly learn to walk or run by 4, and you're dancing at 4. Amazing. Who was your first teacher?
Kerala Kalamandalam Shemavadi teacher. Shemavadi.
Shemavadi teacher. So it wasn't Thrissur only?
Yes, yes.
So you,
I did Marangetram with her, yeah.
Okay. Interestingly, when I was guys, when I was having a small chat with her, she said that she is a very, very traditional dancer, and nowadays that's one thing which is pretty rare, to get in classical dancing. She is so traditional that I'll show you a small glimpse. Bhagya, just turn your head this side. Look at that. You don't get to see many people wearing flowers on their head now, and that's there. That's how traditional she is. So this reminds me a little bit of Vaijayanti Malabali, big flower.
Okay, this was an inspiration from my senior lady student. She comes dressing up. I love the way she dresses up. So, yeah.
And Bhagya, you don't do any justice to photographs. You're much more prettier in person than in photographs. So please don't click photographs and put it anywhere.
Thank you.
We can do without your photographs. You can come once in a while, post a video of yours and put it.
Say hi to all of you.
Yes.
Sure.
It's much better that way. So you said you've done a lot of Tamil epics as part of it. So is that what you specialize in dance?
We can't say we specialize in that. Bharatanatyam, Bharatanatyam as such is a vast subject where if you take Tamil epics, we are going deep into the story, and we nowadays generation don't know anything about those epics. So it helps in knowledge basically, and something different. Now the story itself is very unique, and characters, lot of characters there. So it's very difficult as for a dance teacher to do epics because you need lot of students and their commitments throughout till you finish. So basically, when I take it, I really think twice before I start, because if I start, I prefer to finish it properly.
That's pretty unique, in Bharatanatyam I've not heard people doing storytelling through dance, because in Bharatanatyam it's all very, very, I know it because my sister is a dancer, it's all very set.
Yeah.
There are set songs and you do dances for that. So storytelling is very unique. So when did you start doing this, storytelling through Bharatanatyam?
Yes, just initially for a child it will not come. That is why the storytelling is taught during the Arangetram time, where any artist, any student is matured enough to understand or express their own feeling without talking, without even opening their mouth. They have to express their feelings with facial expression and hand movements, and without any vocalist singing or explaining what she's trying to do. So that is where we teach them. I would personally prefer any student to come out of her own shell and express her feeling for one particular topic instead of copying what I want to do.
So was your marriage an arranged marriage, or a love come arranged marriage, or a love marriage? Did you run away or whatever?
No. It was more of like my mother. He was very friendly with my mother, basically. He was very close to my family before me. He was my sister's friend and my elder sister's friend. And then he came to know my mother, and my mother is the one who insisted me to get married to him. Then it was actually fixed marriage, and then marriage was fixed, and then love came behind.
So all I can tell him is, smart boy. Yeah, he knew the exact route to reach you.
I will
So,
tell him.
so when you kind of first met, did you approve of him as a future husband, or were you told by mother, that's the guy you need to marry, so go ahead and marry him?
No, nothing like that. My mother asked me why not. I didn't have any plan because my plan was only dancing and dancing and dancing. So my mother was fed up of asking me to get married and all that stuff. So when I said, according to me, in a marriage, I would always thought that nothing is impossible when you are accepting a person. Once you have accepted, you have to accept everything of him and get along. Make it possible. So I was okay with anything.
So let's imagine that your mother is asking you, do you like Satish? So how do you show that in a mudra that yes, I like him?
Mudra.
Or bhava or mudra, whatever.
Okay. Just I like him. That's it.
Yeah. Yes, I like him. So your mother is saying, do you like him? So you have to show in a bhava or a mudra.
I'm going to show my mother's part also. Okay.
Yeah. Go
Mother
ahead.
part also. Okay.
Go ahead.
My mother is saying.
Awesome. You know what? You should record this and put it up on Facebook so that people.
No, don't do that.
You know why? Because this is easier than saying I like him. Because the moment you do mudras and all, it can be understood in so many ways that people will just say, okay, fine, go ahead. Yeah. So, has he ever asked you to? Did he ever ask you to dance before you got married or something?
Dance? No, he's not at all a dancer.
Did he ask you to dance?
No. They are more of a music people. My mother-in-law, all of them sing well. Not professionally, but themselves, bathroom singers. So, and very good voice. And they're not dancers. No, they don't have any interest in dance. No.
Bathroom is, by the way, not a very bad place for singing.
Yeah, singing, yes.
Yeah. So you were saying that you teach a lot of older people. So how challenging is it, number one? And number two, how satisfying is it?
Okay. First, I would like to say why I started for them, because I felt every house has got this problem nowadays, because both of them couples are working and the kids are stuck with only grandmothers, and grandmothers are stressed out in many ways. So I felt if the grandmother, they are the root of the family. If the root is taken care, then the entire family is taken care. So I wanted them to come out of their shell and express their feeling through dance, where that age people, either they scream or they become silent when they see their kids. So I didn't want them to react like that. I wanted them to finish off all their stress in dance and go home and enjoy with their grandchildren. So that's why I basically started it. And first call was from a lady who was 71. She called me and said, do you mind taking it for my sister? I said, I don't mind. How old is she? So she said she's 60, she's 71. The lady who called me was 73, her elder sister. So yeah, she said she's 71. She wanted to start dance. So I said, give me 15 minutes time. I will discuss with my husband and get back to you. Then I immediately called my mother. I said, Amma, will you support me because I want to start for seniors? This lady has come. She said, fine, no problem. Let me give a try. So that's how I started for the senior citizens. And when I started, I realized that they were literally like kids, because in dance, if you know, mudra is very important. So mudra, when you start your right mudra, they will hold the right mudra. By the time they hold the left mudra, the right mudra would have gone, because they'll hold from this and they'll do this. By then this would have gone. Same way, how a small child, 3-year-old child, that's how it was for me to teach them. almost now 10 years I've been teaching them. Now this group has learning a full song within 3 days. That's how they've improved their memory power, their all talents, actually multiple talents they have created within themselves because of this art form. Because mudra is your whole dance, you're holding left hand and right hand, no? You're activating your left hand. So your creative part is triggered. So memory is also triggered. So good for them. They were very happy.
So you mean to say that, people like us who are growing old, who have memory issues, and it's good to learn dance, right?
Absolutely. Whoever it is, not like you and all. You don't have to mention all of you here. All in Abundance family is doing this. Anywhere, if you feel you're feeling older, then dance is the best.
So what about men learning dance?
Of course, any men can learn dance. Why not? Why can't they learn? All are human beings. All have stress. All have their way of not able to express their feelings. All not necessarily explore inside in the dance, but they can definitely learn dance.
That's a good inspiration, by the way. You said you specialized in Natuvangam. I mean, you've written your special.
Yeah.
So what exactly is Natuvangam?
Okay, Natuvangam is talam, like we use talam for dance. A dancer without a Natuvangam generally doesn't go on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, so Natuvangam is a major part in a dance. Just dance and Natuvangam and the musician will do. Nobody else is needed. First, basically, Natuvangam is a very important part for a dancer to know the rhythm, to stay in the rhythm and talam. Any dancer must learn Natuvangam, at least to know what it is all about. It's a beautiful, completely mathematics. Natuvangam is totally max. So it's basically jati and all we say in between the songs. That is where the Natuvangam is very useful.
Can you just elaborate on that, the mathematics part?
It is a very big topic.
In short, if you can just say.
In short, also, what I meant to say is like very basically in Karnataka itself, Adi Talam, most of them know. Adi Talam is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
So each one is into 4, basically 32 in number. Mm-hmm. It's calculated as 32 in number. So if I'm going to compose a jati, I have to bring the entire calculation within this 32 number. So in dance, many of them you would have heard takkita, 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 takkita. Takkita is number 3, takkita 3. So like that, calculation is, okay, quickly I would say we have Panchanada in dance, which is 3, 4, 5, 7 and 9 calculation. So within these 5, we can have to fit it into the Adi Talam. That is jati, set of jatis.
Very interesting. I didn't know so much of science went into dance.
Very interesting when you actually know the jati. Many dancers just come only to learn Natuvangam. Many men and ladies learn Natuvangam alone, though they want to dance and they love dance. They cannot dance, they involve themselves into Natuvangam.
Oh, okay. Very interesting, because these are things I feel, it's a dying thing. Not many people are, not many people know about these things. It's a very, very dying art. Nowadays, dance is all about commercialization, and I'm really happy that somebody is still very traditional. This is one of the few
my thing is that even dance or Natuvangam, make it simple for people to understand. Don't make it too extraordinary, where people can't even understand what you're trying to say. So even for ladies, I say, no, don't come into a dance for perfection. Come into dance for your passion. So you will enjoy it. Same thing with Natuvangam. Dance is for passion.
Something about your children. Tell us about your children.
I have 2 sons. Very loving children. Very loving kids I have. Elder son is 23 and younger son is 21 plus. So both of them are into, my elder son is into keyboard and violin. He's learning violin, Hindustani vocal. He's an artist, cartoon animation artist. So that's my elder son, Sai Varun. My younger son is, he loves football. He's football and he loves racing. He's a street smart guy basically. So he's not one person we can, like he is more like me, like not, he cannot sit in one place. So he's doing his travel and tourism right now. He's in his final year. So I have two sons who's Jai Kishan. Younger son's name is Jai Kishan. So both were models when they were young. There come in a lot of ads.
Oh. Oh my God. Star family, eh?
And just a little bit, they came into.
23-year-old son.
Yeah.
And if you wear a uniform, you can still be admitted to a +2.
This is too much. No.
So,
I have all grey hairs.
I mean, you'll have to search for it. Nowadays, people start getting, my son has got gray hair. He's so gray hair is no parameter for judging anybody's age, right? And you have your own dance school called what? Om Nritya Kshetra, yeah?
Yeah.
So tell us something about that too.
Om Nritya Kshetra was started in 98 and I was not very active then because I was having a lot of health issues, and so I preferred to teach. So before marriage I had I had kept myself, either I go for, if my husband's family let me go to work, then I will work. If they don't let me to work, then I will teach. In any way, I will not sit idle. I will be independent. That was my first priority in my life. I had promised myself. So I started teaching in 98 because I could not dance. Started in Mylapore. We lived in Mylapore. My husband's family was living in Mylapore. So started there in a separate place. Like I used to hire school premises for teaching dance. So yeah, started earlier itself. I started for ladies and all age group then itself. Performed in many temples, and I used to give opportunity for the kids to perform initially itself. So they come out of their fear of stage fear when they perform on main sabhas. So that's how I started my class.
So now, do you have a separate studio or something like that for?
I still hire a school only. I live in Shastri Nagar area, so I shift. Basically, I shifted a lot. So that is why I have running students. And I'm not, I have not a continuous student, but still students come from very far. Certain kids are very adamant that they will not change the teacher. So right now also I had hired a school near my house. Now as this COVID time, right now it is only online classes. So yeah, we have our own difficulties in teaching online, but still it's fine.
So if you were not a dancer, what would you have been doing?
Oh, I love cooking. I love gardening. I love nature, basically anything to do with nature. I will always 24/7 I will be outside with the plants. I don't see the climate, I don't see the time. I love rain, Mala vanda modalla I go out and get drenched with my kids. So outside the house they'll be full of sand and kaliman, semman alla irukum. I'll make them roll in the mud and get drenched. It's okay. Love nature. Even when I was young, if I feel bad, I'll go sit in the beach, or I'll just go lie down to the beach for 5 minutes and come back home.
Because you said if you either go into dance or you go to work. So what did you have in mind at that time?
Work. I was a marketing person. I was into marketing. Yeah, I was at a very young age itself. I was into marketing. People earlier I started in exhibitions, through consultants. I was a sales representative. So these companies still come and book me previous year because of the crowd. So it was 5 years I challenged myself to do it. And then I said enough, because the companies were not able to convince me with the product. Even if it is a grip of mud, if you convince me it will save you in some way, I will sell it to 1,000 people. If you cannot convince me, I cannot do anything.
So you still do any kind of marketing or not at all?
Yeah, not basically marketing. I am a beauty consultant for Oriflame. I'm a director with Oriflame. So for past 25 years, I've been with the company. So earlier I was marketing the products. Then I became a consultant educating. I used to go out of country to educate beauticians. Means I have seminars, 2-day seminar for beauticians, and I educate them because I generally am a nature loving person. I love nature, so I find cures with the products which is outside, like any plants, any vegetable. I healthcare and all. I give tips like that. So I used to go and train them. Later I fully went into dance because once you are a teacher, you cannot get down to sales. But still my friends come and buy the products at my consultant price. I don't sell them for selling sake, just give it as a consultant.
So this is a note out to all the beauty conscious abundance family guys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
So we have one person who is looking as young as she was in the 12th standard, and now we know the secret why. And I think we can gain from her expertise in, while I was going through your profile, there is one word which I had forgotten long back. Doordarshan. We had forgotten about Doordarshan because so many of these Saas Bahu serials and all came in, no? So we forgot all about Doordarshan. So tell me about your association with them.
Doordarshan. I've performed many times in Doordarshan through many people. Latest was our school ourselves had registered with Doordarshan, and recently, 2017, I performed. They had called me to perform in Doordarshan itself directly.
Oh. So
it came on TV.
We are waiting for you to come in movies.
There were a lot of people that I approached when I was young. No movies. Yeah.
Like?
Was there were a lot of relatives. Yeah.
So name a few famous relatives of yours who were in the movies.
Who were? Now he's not my relative. My aunt's daughters. Arvind Swamy was my chitti's Mappillai, second Mappillai.
Oh.
And Ravi Prakash, who was again my chitti's first Mappillai. They were there, but then now we are not in the family. They are all separate. So there's a lot of artists. Yeah, I still have my cousins who are all models basically. Yeah, my own mama is there. No, he's acting. Yeah, Shivakumar. Yes, of course. That's one thing I have to say. My mother's eldest brother is S.M. Shivakumar. He's been acting from very long time. He does TV, a lot of TV art, and also in movies. Citizen movie lala he had come. Citizen. Alai Paide, ellathume on the.
Okay. You know what? Half the world would give one arm and one leg to be in the position you were in to get into movies, and here you are running away from it.
Definitely. Because I don't like them telling me what to do when I want to express myself. I don't like anybody cutting my emotions when I'm doing stuff. So I said no.
Wait for it. There will be a director who will allow you to do what you want to do,
Yeah.
And your profile says, you're the first Indian dancer in Bermuda. So did you have to change the way you look? You had to wear a Bermuda or something?
No. I've mentioned that I'm the first Indian classical dancer performed in the history of Bermuda. But my sister was living there. So as I had, in 95, I had gone on a world tour. After the world tour, I landed up to my sister's place where I was there for almost 2.5 months. So I did a charity show for the Dunbarton School of Bermuda. I performed there. So it came in all the papers. Yeah.
True celebrity. True celebrity.
Mhm.
No, I thought, when I heard the Bermuda thing, I thought you had to dance in a Bermuda over there. So,
Why would I leave my tradition even if I go to any other place?
I mean, it would have been very interesting to dance in a Bermuda, right?
Everyone around me is in that only. So I should be unique. I did my own style.
And this thing called Vegam and Vivegam.
Hmm.
So can you tell us something about that?
Yeah. Vegam and Vivegam is the crash course which I introduced in the summer. It's a summer and winter camp, Vegam and Vivegam. Earlier it was Gurukulam. We wait for the Guru to tell us what to do. We don't hurry our stuff. We have to wait for them to decide what the student has to do, wants. Nowadays it's not like that. There is kids who run away after 10th standard, or parents stop them. Either way, the kids don't continue. So for me, the talent is already there in the child. So if she joins only at the age of 10 and finishes within 5 to 6 years, it's not possible. So introduction of a dance to a person should be in Vegam and in a Vegam manner. Yeah. So it means it should be in a speed with a little bit of knowledge and interesting manner where you adapt it immediately without any stress on you, enjoy the dance when you learn it. That is Vegam and Vivegam. Learning with joy.
Okay. And one of the first people I admired in Bharatnatyam has been your guru, Dr. Padma Subramanian. So how was your experience with her?
Wow. Basically, we call her Paduka. All her students call her Paduka. Dr. Padma Subramanian is a legend, and she met me in my school. When I shifted to Chennai, I was in Shankara school. For annual day, she had come as chief guest. So she called me and she said, where are you from? That's it. Then my uncle was very close to Paduka's brother, so he joined me in Paduka's class. So first we have interviews in dance class. We were not taken just like that. We have interviews. Each student is asked to dance. If she's talented, she takes. So like that, she took me in scholarship. She gave me scholarship throughout the years I learned there. Yeah. So for me, she is like a goddess, and I don't know. She's awesome. She don't have to talk anything. I will tell everything what she wants to tell.
No, I'm so sure because I still remember 1982, the New Year Eve, she performed on Doordarshan, and I still remember the song, and I still remember her dance.
Yeah. So basically, when she talks, it's very humble. When she talks, very soft, yeah.
So if I was 11 years old then, and I still remember her dance, her song, and everything. And this is the first time I saw her, and it's different. She is completely different, and you're so privileged. You're so privileged to be.
Definitely. Thank God for everything that He has given me with my parents, friends and family. Definitely, for what I am now, is because of all of them around me.
So, what has been the most memorable moment in your life so far?
In dance?
Anything.
I don't know, everything. I can't basically ask. Everything that I've enjoyed is my most memorable thing. Like everything, every time when I bring some change in myself, what is memorable? Everything is memorable when whatever I enjoyed.
So if you were to rewind.
Yeah.
So if you were to rewind your life back, and if you had to change one thing, what is that thing you would change?
Looking into my my family and condition, I would have taken music in my life instead of dance. That is one thing I wanted to change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love to sing. I love instruments and all, but then I love to sing. I don't know why I took dance, but then Dance is an expensive factor where you need a lot of support, but music you can just do wherever you go. So that is one thing I would like to change.
What stops you from starting singing right now?
Nothing stopped me. I've already started.
Oh, great. So we should listen to you sing.
No, not yet.
I mean, if people like me can post songs with all that donkey noises, I'm sure you can do better.
When I'm better, I will definitely post it. Definitely.
You must. And you have. Can we have a sample of you singing?
Purnima. Okay. This is something which I learned now recently. It's my recent gurus for composition, which I'm teaching dance for this composition right now. I really love the song, so I would like 2 lines of that. நீ என்ன மாயம் செய்தாய் என்னையே உந்தன் நினைவு நீக்கமர நினைந்து விட்டாய் அம்மா நீ என்ன மாயம் செய்தாய் என்னையே உந்தன் நினைவினில் நீக்கமர நிறைந்து விட்டாய் அம்மா.
So beautiful. Lovely. That's lovely
Just
singing. Lovely singing.
Thank
You have that thing in you, no? So I think that will make you complete as a singer come dancer. It will make you more complete. You mentioned to me that you have had a history of injuries, and some of them really bad. I mean, just for the information, she has had an accident just before the week of her marriage, wherein her knee got dislocated and her knee still gets dislocated. Almost paralytic attack because your back, because of her lower back, and things like lockjaw and migraine. So how did you overcome all these and come back into dancing, especially after that paralytic attack? And I don't know of many people who would start dancing after a knee injury and a continuing knee injury. So how did you pull yourself back?
I wouldn't say it's a paralytic attack. Basically, my entire body was stiff and it wouldn't move except my eye. None of the body parts will move. Every day morning, it's very difficult to come back to normal like any other person because my lower back will go stiff and my body will not move at all. So my husband, my kids, everybody will be, 2 will be rubbing my palm, 2 will be, one will be rubbing my feet to get back the blood circulation, and then I sit up. This was almost for 2 years, 2.5 years, I was like this. And I was unconscious almost for 36 hours because I have C2 and C3, cervical spondylitis, where my disc slips out, presses the nerve that is supplying the blood to this hand. So what's happening is this part will swell. So it triggers my brain also, so I faint.
Even now it happens?
Even now, yeah. See, all the problems in my health is I do not go to allopathy, so all the problems are completely gone now because of my consciously I pushed it out and I've recovered because of the patient meditation and understanding with my body. So just not this. So that's what, as you said, my knee comes out of the socket every night if I gain weight. And I had a fall and I broken this wrist. So this hand was useless. I cannot lift anything. And this hand is also useless because of my cervical. So I had to manage and understand my body, make it a point to communicate with myself saying that this is my problem, how to go about it without complaining and regretting. And this is my thing. Like one thing is that when I had that 36, 48 hours and all of unconsciousness, doctor had wanted me to go for an operation just because of my cervical. So my kids were very small, and I could not walk. These were the things. As I've already said, I had low BP, epilepsy, and migraine, cyanotic, low sugar. Low sugar was recently. So all these with 3-4 accidents and 3 operations. So I was finding every day a challenge, every hour a challenge, because with 2 kids, no maid were there at the point of time. I was more of communicating with my body. Like my father is one person who always said, no fear, no fever or headache can enter into your body without your permission. So auto-suggestion. He says, throw it out. Just get out. Who gave you opportunity? Who gave you the permission to enter my body? Just keep saying that. That is how I was pushing out all my pain and all my suffering. I said, no, I'm fine. I don't need you to enter my body and show where my pain is. So like that, very unique manner. Then I felt I was not doing my daily course with my kids. I was not feeling good about it. So that's when I went into Art of Living, completely into meditation and yoga. I became a Sri Sri Yoga teacher because of that, to bring out the best of me. So I don't want to look back. Once I came out of all these problems, I thought, if I can come out of so much problems, why anybody can? I must bring most of the ladies who says leg pain, back pain, headache. Just because of this, they wouldn't want to get involved in any activities. I say, no, this is not at all a problem. So if you hear mine, yours is not. They say, yeah, now hearing your story makes me feel I have no problem at all. That's how the ladies started coming in to learning dance with me, because they come out of the health issue.
Very inspirational, Bhagya, because the list of your diseases sounded like an Udupi menu card.
I've not told everything anyway.
You know, that dosa, masala dosa, idli, rava idli types, that epilepsy, this, that, it looked like a menu card. Very inspirational. We have covered everybody around you, but there's one person we've not talked about. And looking at everything, that person has been a very integral part of your life, Satish.
Yeah, definitely.
So a little bit about Satish also.
Satish, we are actually, I don't know, God's creations, God's desired on pairs in a different manner, I feel. We were literally North and South Pole. We don't have anything that will gel with us, means any thought process, any food, any ideas, nothing. We were like that. So 2 people meeting that point and understanding each other, sacrificing everything for each other, and still loving each other. Maybe I should say I had not loved him in the initial first few years. I had loved him more after the 10 years of my life. So this is my 25th year. So coming January, it will be our 25th year. So past 2 years only, we have literally understood each other and loved each other more. And he has taken care of me so patient. He doesn't get angry. That is one thing actually saved our relationship. Our kovame varadu.
I need his phone number. I need to learn that art, yeah.
Definitely. He's terribly, a lot of patience. He does anything. He'll do anything.
I would definitely take classes from you. I mean, for a man, man can be patient with everybody, but with the wife, if he's patient, there is truly something admirable about that person. I swear.
The credit goes to me, huh?
Huh?
Definitely. The credit goes to me because he's so patient. Because why? Question mark is why.
There also you fit in. Cycle gap lotto, huh? There also you fit yourself in.
Don't you say, if the man is upset, it's because of the female. If he's happy, it's because of the female too.
How can any woman give any credit to their man without them being involved in it, right?
No. I will give credit. Definitely I'll give. Even how much ever making up, some person have to have the patience to still forget everything and come back to normal. Is amazing. If not for him, I don't think.
So behind every successful woman, there is a man too.
Yeah, definitely. Because of his patience, I should say.
No, you said that totally opposite to each other. The analogy is, it's like a magnet, part of the same thing, but then they have a North Pole and South Pole, but together they form a magnet. So
actually, rather than going together, we are going parallel lines, holding hands. That's all. We are going holding. I'm going in my own line. He's going in his own line, but I'm supporting him. He's supporting me. We're going.
What does he do, Satish?
He works for the Hindu.
Oh, okay. He's a journalist?
No, he was in the marketing earlier. He was in advertisement and all. Now he's at public. In between he was at publication, accounts, everything he has been. He's been there for past 27 years, 28 years with him.
Oh, your dancing has obviously had some genes in it, right? So where does the artistic genes came from? Your parents?
No, my mom doesn't dance, but she had great interest in dance where her parents did not allow her to dance. So she made it a point to teach all her daughters for dancing. So, yeah, so that is why I made her dream come true at her age of 70. She started learning with me at her age of 68, and she started performing at 70.
Yeah, we saw that performance.
So that was her dream. Other than dance inspiration, my mom is the soul inspiration for me to be like this. Highly positive, energetic. Even today, I'm nowhere near my mom. Even today, you're talking about, just imagine my mom. My mom is, even now she will talk as though she is going to run for so many kilometers. She's going to do dance and run and do something. Always enthusiastic, energetic.
Yeah, I need your mom's phone number also.
She is highly positive lady. That's one reason every time I look upon, whenever I have a fall, I say, what? Wow, Mom, Amma can do it at this age. At least for some reason she has given birth to me. I have to do justice to her. Yeah, my mother my dad was not working, so my mom took care of 4 children and started this shop in Besanagar in 83. She was the first woman lady to open up a shop in the entire area Thiruvanmiyur near Besanagar. Only lady to open up a shop boldly at that time. Yeah. So she's be very famous.
So tell us something about the shop.
Sri Vidya Coffee Shop is in Besanagar, behind the bus stand. We make all homemade stuff like pickles, papad, sweets, savories, all homemade. Parpa podi, all the podi varieties, all the anything which home needs, we have there.
So your mother still runs it?
Yeah, yes. Now my husband is taking care of it because now Amma cannot, we're not letting her out because of the COVID for past 2 years. So my Kulli Satish is taking care. But Amma does every pickle, even today she does at home. Basically when March comes, people will start coming and giving all the sambaram, all the buckets in our house because she makes vadu mangas. Last year alone, she made around 1,500 kgs single-handed at home.
God.
People take 5 kgs, 10 kgs, 20 kgs and all order and take it, give it as gift and all. And I have few friends in abroad who make courier it.
So booking for next year done? Huh?
Sure, anytime. Even now she makes avocado. She will not sit quietly. She'll make manga and all the pickles she will make at home. She won't sit quietly.
Wow, amazing.
So something opposite I will do. I don't do what she's doing. I'll make I'll make turmeric, manjal pickle and all. Something different I will think about. I won't make what she's making.
After listening to the whole story, all I can say is, what a family. I mean, truly.
My dad is an artist, extremely. He's one nature person. He is amazing. For me, full guidance was my dad. Though I took the enthusiasm from my mom, so proper guidance was always my dad. He's a silent person, but highly creative and knowledgeable person. And more to nature person. So I started knowing about these natural Ayurveda stuff, plants. I cure with Ayurveda. I have a lot of plants homemade at home where all are herbs. So all these are guidance from my dad.
Great. So, anything you would like to say before we end? It's been truly eye-opening for me as talking to you. I mean, I'm sure whoever hears you will have a lot of questions, but then I'm overwhelmed.
First, I would like to thank Rajesh for being amazing questioner and host for the day, because I'm feeling very, very comfortable answering
Thank
your
you.
questions, because I think I should thank you. You're an amazing host. I should tell
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Thanks for Purnima had to have identified you for me. I'm very happy. Thanks for that. I'm sure Shubha is very naughty. Shubha, I'm very sure she would have asked some question which I will look up and say, oh my God, what should I answer? She is very naughty.
Bhagya, I actually swallowed 4 or 5 questions, but then that's okay.
Thank you. I knew it. I know you're also very something to what I said, like Shubha.
Purnima knows me, and she must have been waiting for those questions, but then
Thank you.
no, I sensed that you would be very uncomfortable with those questions, so I just left it at that.
Thank you. That's why I said thank you. Understood. Very comfortable. I said. Okay. So I would like to say to everybody is that no problem is a problem when, even if it is yourself, don't carry it for the next day. For me, that's what I tell. Even how much of a big the fight is, you should think it as a sunrise, sunset. Yesterday's sun doesn't come today. Just like that, you are also should not carry what is yesterday's. Carry the best of yesterday's, leave the rest, and find the solution for your own progress in life, where you are answerable to your own fall and to your own success. Nobody is answerable for that.
You know what? Before we end, I just had one question. I'm sorry, but I cannot resist this question.
Should I take back the thank you?
See, you already said thank you. You cannot take it back. Why So, when was the last time somebody asked you, "Can you be my Valentine"? Other than Satish.
Actually, nobody asked me.
How sad can men get, yeah?
Not that, because maybe it was me. I was very, I don't know. I was not approachable, I think.
Was a lot easy. When was the last time?
No. Satish never did any of these things. He didn't even remember my first birthday. I had to remind him. So nothing. He didn't do anything. Literally, he didn't do anything.
It's okay.
That was one thing.
He did
a lot of groundwork. Yeah,
he did a lot of hard work. People like me and all are lazy. We come direct, straight.
Even today, all my cousins are his friends, not very close to me. They're very close to Satish. All my cousins. He's very close to anybody in my family. Oh my God, my elder son is highly possessive, okay? He says, when I dress up also, he will make it a point to tell me that you have to wear like this, I said, why not? All your friends' mothers are wearing sleeveless and all. Why not? No, they are my friends, right? You're very traditional face. You can't wear all this. You can't.
Anyway, your elder son is going to US, no?
Yeah.
No problem.
He's going to listen to this and he's going to come straight. He's very close to Purnima, okay? First phone will go to Purnima only. I'm sure.
I think there is one thing I missed out. Guys, she is a recipient of a Guinness Book of World Records also. The awards. Yeah, that was for the maximum number of Bharatanatyam dancers, something like that, right?
Not only that, I have done 3-4 awards, Guinness Book of Records, and in different matter. And temple is one thing which I truly cherish, is that Dasanagar, Ratnagirishwar temple identified and recognized and gave a Natya Ratna title and accepted me as the temple's Natya Vidushi. I'm Ratnagirishwar temple's Natya Vidushi. Yeah, all my students basically are requested to learn Natuvangam. They are taught, actually as you say, they're taught everything except music here. They teach dance, abhinaya, makeup workshop. We have karate workshop. We have halang kutaka kutaka tingina tom tajan tanam tarita dita tajam tarita tanam tarita gadhin takata tajam tari tanam tari gadhin taka takita tajan tanam tarita tajam tari tanam tari gadhin taka takita tajan tanatatam juntatam Vinitatam tajanu tajani takita ta tingina tom ta tingina tom ta tingina tom tajanu tajani takita ta tingina tom ta tingina tom ta tingina tom tajanu tajani takita ta tingina tom ta tingina tom ta tingina tom ta. Thank you. I would like to introduce Satish.
Hi, Satish.
Hi. How are you?
Satish, I'm Rajesh.
Hi, Purnima. How are you guys doing?
Good. This makes for a picture perfect couple photograph. You know, the position pose. Yeah. So this for, I mean, if we can take a picture of this, because GKB charges 1,200 for this. The art of being patient with your spouse.
It's the art of living.
No, but that interview Bhagya cannot sit, please.
Pardon?
Bhagya cannot sit. It is only for.
I
Bhagya
cannot.
This is only for the men of the group.
Sure. Only for the men. Then Purnima is not allowed.
Purnima is also not allowed. Sorry. Purnima can actually, because Purnima can. She's single.
So Purnima is not part of this. Okay.
Not for any married woman. It's not allowed. It's for all single people and men only. Because 25 years, it takes an interview. Yeah. It deserves an interview.
Sure.
Right? Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Satish. Thank you so much.
Purnima. Thank you, Purnima, for this lovely.
Thanks a lot. Stay safe.
You too. You all too. Stay safe. Stay
Purnima,
blessed.
thanks a lot for this beautiful opening up.
Hi, I'm Asha Ravi from Pune. I've been learning Bharatanatyam dance from Guru Bhageshri ma'am since last October. Even though I wanted to learn from a younger age, I couldn't pursue it for various reasons and was worried really starting at this age due to my ligament tear also. But that was the time when I reconnected with her, and what attracted me was her motto. She always says that learning dance after a certain age is not for perfection and only for passion. And from then on, no looking back. She is a person who is very sincere, who is hardworking, and she's loaded with knowledge. She combines dance and yoga together, and she taught us the importance of Ujjayi breathing, and through which my body has become very flexible, and I feel that I have literally conquered the pains in my body and due to my ligament tear. And she always makes the class more interesting, like one day folk, one day classical, and even though it's just few months, she's taught us 2-3 songs she's completed for us, and we are so confident. I am so confident I can perform it anywhere. And she is very good in catching mistakes. Even though I used to think that it's an online class and a big group, she will not be able to find out what mistakes we have made. But once the song gets over, she will say, hey, where we have gone wrong. And she's so dedicated, sincere, hardworking. She's so beautiful. Bhagya ma'am, I adore you so much. I want to pursue my dancing career only with you. Thank you so much for making me your student. Thank you.
After that, he said he can come.
Hey, 2 years back, I don't know, Satish remember, 2 years back, FB or a director approached me. You know what he asked, who's the hero? What is his name? Ranveer, some guy. he called. He personally
No.
called, yeah.
Just look at that. She's saying some Ranveer is a hero, it seems.
Not his name is not Ranveer. Director's name is something else. Satish knew it. ஆனா நீ சதீஷ பார்க்கணும் கத்துக்க மாட்டா கிளாஸ் நடக்கும் நான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன்ல கிளாஸ் நடக்கும் அந்த தீமேட்டிக் பிரசன்டேஷனுக்கு வேண்டி கிரவுன் ஸ்டூலும் எல்லாம் வச்சுட்டு இருப்பேன் திடீர்னு கிளாஸுக்கு நடுவில் ஹீல் வேர் த கிரவுன் அண்ட் ஹோல்ட் த ஸ்டூலம் அண்ட் கம் ஜம்பிங் வித் குழந்தைகளுக்கு நடுவில் குச்சி குச்சி கம் அண்ட் ரன் அவே ஸோ அந்த மாதிரிலாம் ஹீ வில் டூ அம்மா வந்து இப்போ இப்படிதான் சொல்லுவா பண்ணுவா இப்போ ஷீஸ் டர்னிங் a நியூ சாங் வித் தி டீம்
பாட்டு வேணும் இல்லையா
வித் குரூப்
பாட்டு வேணும்
அம்மா ஏஜுக்கு மோர் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் ஒன்லி ஏன்னா அவங்க பாடி மூவ்மெண்ட் ரொம்ப பண்ணான்னு நான்
பாட்டு இல்லாம எப்படி
நான்
பண்ண
பாடுறேன் வா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 2 லைன் தானே இப்போ
உட்காந்தே வா
இப்படிதானே ஆன்லைன்ல பாடுறோம்
என்ன உட்காந்தே வா
ஸ்டாண்ட் அப்
So sweet, very sweet,
தெரியும் இல்லைன்னா கழுத்து மட்டும் தான் தெரியுது அதர்வைஸ் நோ பாயிண்ட்
very sweet she is. See, அந்த டக்குன்னு she is just trying to do it பாரு. நம்மலாம் எவ்வளவு hesitate பண்ணுவோம்.
ஆராதனை கண்டேன் ஆராதனை கண்டேன் தீப ஆராதனை கண்டேன் தூப தீப ஆராதனை கண்டேன் மனதில் ஆனந்தம் குண்டேன் கண்குளிர ஆராதனை கண்டேன் மனதில் ஆனந்தம் குண்டேன் கண்குளிர ஆராதனை கண்டேன்
Superb, very nice, very nice.
வாவ் வாவ் சூப்பர்
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் அம்மா. Very nice அம்மா.
இல்ல இனிஷ்
And
அம்மா
everybody-
வந்து she don't know how to operate any of the gadgets and all no so the main educator is Satish இங்கே immediately he will run even now இங்க உட்கார்ந்து he opened this அம்மா இந்த மீட்டிங் அட்டெண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு முடியலன்னு சொன்னா he immediately went he's right now in my mom's place he forgot that he took my phone என் போனையும் he took it and went there most of the time he will be there yeah எனக்கு ரெண்டு மாமியார் எனக்கு
about Satish nobody can be like son-in-law அவர் மாதிரி யாருமே இருக்க முடியாது he is the best son-in-law
Superb, superb.
இல்ல, நான் சொல்லேன் எனக்கு ரெண்டு மதர் இன் லாம்பேன் எப்போதுமே எங்க அம்மாவும் ஏன் அவனை ஏன் படுத்துறேன் கேட்பாங்க என் மாமியார் ஒண்ணுமே கேட்க மாட்டான் என்ன எனக்கு யாருமே அம்மா
really he is a very sweet person very helpful very helpful
சந்தோஷம். God bless, God bless.
இஸ் run there to help என்ன இருந்தாலும் சரி அம்மாவுக்கு ஒரு 100 வாட்டி ஜூம் சொல்லி கொடுத்துருப்பான் என்னையான அம்மா ஏதாவது ஒரு பட்டனை தொட்டு கம்ப்ளீட்டா அதை செட்டிங்கே மாத்திருப்பான் எங்க அம்மா வித் நோ மேட்டர் திருப்பி போய் he will correct he will go and
Auntie, please don't learn anything of that sort. We are very happy with your homemade condiments, achar.
no, she's learning everything for the class basically she's learning everything for the class
Very nice.
to be in part of the dance class she's learning everything. Thank you so much Bhagyashree and Rajesh for the wonderful session and thank you Satish for coming up in this video. Let's meet very soon personally. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, before I forget, I wanted to say production, direction, editing is done by Purnima and cameraman for this particular session is done by Prarthana. That's my daughter.